Hi, this is Comrade Ethiope, your human rights lawyer and an advocate for good governance, and also the course creator, SAE UK Online Institute. Thank you for your time for listening, and I hope at the end of the day, you will learn one or two things. Today, I'm going to share with you my observation regarding the forthcoming Delta State local government elections, focusing on Ethiope East Local Government Council. This is my local government council, and I find it imperative to share my observation in this regard, given the fact that this is the most important of all the tiers of government, because it is the government of the people to elect their own local people to make representations of their local needs. Government cannot be closer than this. And since 1999, the inception of the Fourth Republic of Nigeria, I don't think we have been adequately represented by this tier of government. And hence, it is important for us to get it right this time around. Otherwise, we will continually be fooled by very few people among us at the detriment of all the people. The Constitution provides that this tier of government should, among other things, make provisions for primary, adult, and vocational education, provision and maintenance of health services, construction and maintenance of streets, roads, drains along our major roads and streets in our communities, development of agricultural facilities. And you may ask yourself, how many healthcare centers do we have in the local council? Not to talk about the maintenance thereof. And hence, we cannot attract healthcare workers to our healthcare centers because there are no facilities to work with. Our primary schools, they are all dilapidated, no maintenance. And hence, the local representatives cannot even send their own children to attend these public primary schools. Street lightings they were meant to provide, I think you know better. Yet, year in, year out, budgets are made for the maintenance of street lightnings. Is the water potable water? Our schools, they lack potable water. And yet, it is among the legal duties, primary duties, for them to make available the water schemes in the schools. How secured are the schools? No perimeter fencing of any kind, and if at all, no gates, security gates. How about the markets? dilapidated market structures. So these are all the pains we are going through and which need to be addressed. I think we've been fooled enough. We can't be having representatives that do not represent our interests. We should be able to hold our representatives accountable to the oaths of allegiance and oaths of office that they have taken. We've been compromised for too long. Our representatives are meant to be accountable to us and not to godfathers or party leaders. They are not to serve the interest of party leaders, but to serve the interest of the local people they are meant to represent. Knowing fully well that the Constitution provides that all powers and authorities belong to the people from whom they derived all the powers and authority, and not the other way around. The power belongs to the people. Looking onto the Constitution as the supreme authority. That is the binding principle. The Constitution is the supreme authority. So it's good we all be loyal to the Constitution and bring to light or any that is not working in accordance with the Constitution. The Constitution has guaranteed that there should be the provision and maintenance of adult, primary, and vocational education in our local councils. Provision and maintenance of health services. Provision of agricultural facilities. These are all fundamental primary duties of this tier of government and not otherwise. Year in, year out, budgets have been made. Just imagine, since 2016, they've been budgeting for a public library in Kokori. Meanwhile, to date, there's no library that can be pointed out that has been constructed and equipped. And yet, since 2016, they've been making budget, an approved budget for the public library at Kokori, and there's nothing on ground to point out that that is the library. So are you telling me that these representatives do not know about this? What about the construction of internal roads? Abandoned projects, left, right, and centers. Then are you telling me that the representatives are not aware of these facilities? These abandoned projects, left, right, and centers? So what are they now representing? What interest are they representing? Or whose interest are they representing? What provisions are they delivering as provided in the Constitution? And now to you, the flag bearers of the different political parties. Should it be that you eventually win at the end of the day? let it be known that you are meant to represent the local interest of the council and not the interest of the party leaders. You are meant to pay allegiance to the oath of office, due diligence to the oath of allegiance and the oath of office that you have taken to represent, and not otherwise. And to the electorate, I think it's time we say enough. It's enough. We should not allow these people to take us for granted any longer. Go out there and make sure you guide your votes. Let your voice be heard and let your vote count. It is your vote that you will be able to use to change the system, to bring home the dividends of democracy. If you don't do this, there's no way you'll be able to impact that development much needed in the community. Don't let your vote be bought by peanuts. Tell them what you need is nothing more than sustainable development. You need development. You need to develop. If the community develops, if they provide as intended in the Constitution what they ought to do, then there will be development in the community. And if there's development in the community, you too will develop and grow. You will be empowered through the communal development. And as such, it is imperative that you do not get involved in the fraudulent activities of vote buying. Don't give them the opportunity to buy your vote for peanuts. I hope we will grow wiser and say enough is enough. Thank you for your time. This is Comrade Ethiope.